Community reaction post-match Udinese convincing victory of the Rossoneri from Milano against Udinese. 117 comments. You're giving me really a lot of work. Top comments by Michael's best game we played in a very long time. We controlled the game, and I have to say our midfield is our real strength. Modric and Rabiot really control the game. Pulisic is our most consistent player, and I'm so happy to have Saelemaekers back in the team. I absolutely agree with Michaelis, and my comments below was like, I can't remember when I had fun watching Milan. The most impressive things is we didn't even give them a chance to get one-on-one with Terracciano, Wuxia Games, an OG of the channel. It is very impressive. Our expected goal is 0.34 and it was 0.17 up to minutes 80. Finally a team, finally. Rabiot is absolutely so calm and cool. Modric is the captain and needs the armband. Pulisic showing out. Saelemaekers working so hard every play. Love it. Now, as you can see from the poll that I posted this morning, with right now over 286 votes, following Pulisic, the best player for the community is Rabiot, even more than Modric. Okay, followed by Estupiñán and Saelemaekers. This is, in my opinion, they were the top four that with Pulisic that I realized they really did the difference. I want to give also some space to players that they're not necessarily under the lights like Estupiñán, because in the beginning everyone was comparing Estupiñán to Emerson Royal. I fully understand why. However, Estupiñán, in my opinion, yesterday played really decently. Here we go, look at that. Man, Estupiñán is surprisingly good. Let's talk about this, okay? Estupiñán is not Theo Hernandez. We can all agree with that. It's not that Milan substitute Theo Hernandez with Estupiñán. Estupiñán, it is a completely different player. And Estupiñán right now, what he's doing is simply listening what Max Allegri is saying. His positioning is top. As simple as that. He's doing the job that Allegri gave him, which is protecting, sometimes crossing, sometimes trying to create an assist. And if you remember well, the missed goal by Gimenez on the first half, it was a great assist from Estupiñán. Smart player. That's all I can say right now. I don't want to push him too much. I don't want to hype him too much, because again, we're playing against Cremonese, Lecce, Udinese. We'll see what he's going to do next week against Kevin De Bruyne and McTominay. We'll see what he's going to do in Torino. Give him time. But so far, he's just listening. He's doing his homework. Let's say it like that. Look at that. Reader Brada. 3 games, 6 goals scored and 0 conceded. There wasn't a moment I was worried in the last 370 minutes game time. We could only dream of something like that in the past 2 seasons. When Leao returns and we keep up with this performance, we are going to be a problem for Napoli, or maybe even more. Now, the question now is where Leao is going to fit. Because with a beautiful, well-oiled machine like that, where Leao is going to fit? Well, of course, I'm joking now, because we need to find a space for Rafa, and if Santiago Gimenez doesn't eventually score, he's going to be the next one on the list to go on the bench. The best thing, Sam Rossi, the best things can happen to Santiago is that another striker shines and relegate him to the bench. As long as he is a starter and having all the pressure, he will not pull out of it's very visible. He needed to lose his spot as a starter and play from the bench with less pressure. That will allow him to come back. We saw this with so many strikers, including Jovic, for example. Vito down here say, if Santi started the next match, he will score. You will see. Man, I wish he's gonna score the next match. This Akifagiev. Sorry if I just butcher your name, but the team is gradually finding its rhythm. Still a bit fragile, but brimming with potential. This time around, there is hope that Allegri can come out on top in his tactical duel with Conte. Just as in 2011-2012 season marked the beginning of Juventus' dominance under Conte, perhaps fortune will now favor Allegri. He's working with a solid 3-5-2 system, has Modric pulling the strings, and well-rounded squad at his disposal. In many ways, it mirrors Conte's early days at Juventus, full of promise and possibility of something special. All aboard of the delusional train. Time to believe, baby. The title race is on. Forza Milan. I feel the enthusiasm, but it's a little bit early. Itakame looks good, really strong youngster tenacious, as they would say, and physically great. He will develop well under Allegri. Haven't seen much of the winter, but he has been solid. Rabiot is exactly what we needed. Powerful. Gianni and me, both fratello, we were so mature and organized and in control that I'm not even used to this kind of good feelings. It feels like we were watching another iteration of Milan from the late 80s, but without the superstar. Great win, great feeling, weird, but oh my. It's a good feeling. I can't even understand. I feel exactly like this guy right here. Like yesterday watching football was some point on a 3-0, it was fun to watch. I was like, man, really? And as I mentioned, I'm scared to get too excited about this. Napoli next week will be the real test. It's Modric, really. Joseph, what a shallow way to look at things. Yes, Modric is great, but it's not only Modric. All departments work perfectly. Every player stood out, except for Santiago Gimenez. Fully agree with Joseph. Fully agree. Luka Modric is an incredible player. It feels like we are traveling back in time when we were watching Pirlo at Milan. You can see that he's dictating the tempo. His charisma is also leading the others to perform better and follow his instruction. Is essential for this Milan, you can clearly see. But it's not only Modric, of course. So this comment makes more sense and is a little bit more deep. Modric Rabiot makes Milan midfield world class, bringing other players level up. Midfield is monstrous and take over the control of the ball. Defense has less work with this midfield. This is right. This is a better way to approach it, in my opinion. We all know that both Modric and Rabiot are massive. They are, especially Rabiot. Yesterday, I was shocked. Now, Alexander, watching the whole match, it was a beautiful display of strength. Alexis Telemakers is our new Gattuso. Rabiot, our strong oak in the middle of Pervis, is zero on his side. And one of his cannonballs will end up in the net sooner or later. Rabiot also had a shot on the goal, and it's just a matter of time when he scored a screamer. Pulisic was a stone killer. Also glad for Fofana for scoring, since I remember him from a match where he had several shots, but all of them ended in the cornfield. All in all, wearing my Milan jersey in the Monday and walking on Monday and walking like a peacock. Very proudly. Grande Alexander. Grande. Allegri ball, the difference between a calcio coach and a foreigner coach. We've been compact at the back, great and counter. 3 clean sheets, 3 win, best expected goals in the entire Europe. Immediate result. Now we need to keep up the momentum. Forza Milan. Allegri and Rabiot are saving this club. Amazing characters. You're forgetting someone. Modric, the Croatian king. Put him as a captain. We will win the Scudetto. Oh my God. Oh, yeah. I always find super funny when I see fans that are blind. No matter they're Milan fan or our player fan, there are some fans that they just think that all the victories and all the team rotate around their player. If you talk to the Americans, it has to be Pulisic. If you talk to the Croatian, it's gonna be Modric. Now, we are fans. We have a team that we support every single one. There are players that are better, and there are players that sometimes they don't pass a really good time. Okay, but because they're wearing the red and black, we support all of them all the time. Okay, now I believe mainly in Massimiliano Allegri, because Massimiliano Allegri's choice brought so far only good things to Milan. So if he wanna bench Modric, he has all the rights to bench Modric. If he wanna bench Pulisic, he's gonna bench Pulisic. If he wanna bench Leao, he's gonna bench Leao. Because he is the manager, and if this is gonna be the result, because if he knows that Pulisic enter in the last 15 minutes and he's gonna destroy the match, and he score a goal like he did against Lecce, job done. You don't have to play 90 minutes. Especially because yesterday Pulisic, let me tell you this, I saw Pulisic yesterday got so many kicks from the Udinese player that I rarely see Pulisic so many times on the ground. So if the coach that follows this player long time, and then he see that maybe he needs a break, probably got his own reason. So trust in Allegri. Most important comments above everyone. The most important comments above all of them that we are going to read is this. Remember, Milan fans, let's not get carried away. Like Max said, our target is top 4, and we don't want to put any pressure on the team by making them title contester. So let's take it game by game, Forza Milan. This is the top comments, in my opinion. This is exactly because I can feel the vibes, the enthusiasm is there, but we haven't done anything. Zero. So calm down, step by step, and let's keep supporting the team. The next match, Tuesday, in San Siro, in or out, right away from Coppa Italia. We're gonna do a post-match reaction, and we're gonna do some comments afterwards. We will see. Milan now need to focus step by step. Don't have to get too much excited about the victory. It was an incredible achievement what we did yesterday, and the community, it is on fire, and I love it. So let's keep calm. We don't say that yet. So step by step.